2017, and for helping us to learn our lessons and pass our spiritual testing. We thank you for every time that we're able to transform from the negative to the positive. Every time that we were able to keep ourselves from going down a wrong path. Every time that we were able to transcend our own negative mindsets, attitudes, beliefs, attachments, our own ego. Every time we were able to open our hearts more. Every time we were able to connect with the divine and the Tao more. Every time we were able to uplift our souls. Every time we found our way back to the light. Dear soul, mind, and body of all saints on duty, and especially we thank each of our own individual heavens teams. Each one of us has a team in heaven that has been working very hard this year. We each have a team that has blessed us, that has done everything they could to help us to move forward, to keep us from doing things that would hurt ourselves or lead in a bad direction. We are so loved and so blessed. And our team is quietly working every minute to serve us. So we take this moment to thank our team for their love, their blessings, their guidance, for their service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We thank all of the saints, saint animals, and holy beings, all of the heavens, generals, and soldiers who have served Master Sha Tao Healing Center throughout the year, who have served Master Sha and all of the many ways that Master Sha's message and love are being shared with the world. Every time that we have come to this center, every time that we have watched a webcast or listened to a teleconference, this team has blessed us beyond our knowing. They have cleared so many blockages, millions, millions and millions of Shen-Shi-Jing blockages, and given us lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of virtue. For this, we are so grateful. And to all of our treasures, all of the jindans we have received, all of the blessings we have received, all of the teachings we have received. We love you, honor you, appreciate you. How incredible to receive even one blessing that saves thousands and thousands of lifetimes. We have been so blessed. And these blessings have cleared so much of our past, paying off our karmic debts day by day, so that we can be free from the past and move into a beautiful future. And so we ask the divine, the Tao, the Source, all of heaven's highest committees, all saints on duty, all our treasures, with our greatest gratitude for all that you have brought us in 2017. We ask you to please bless 2018. Lay the groundwork for us to move easily, enthusiastically, lightheartedly, and powerfully into the new year. Clear the way for us. Help us to transform any Shinshijing blockages, any soul blockages, heart blockages, mind blockages, energy blockages, matter blockages, so that we can move into the new year with a clean slate, to leave the past behind and step into the new, filled with the desire to serve, to share our love with every thought, every word, every action, to be a complete channel of the divine, the Tao, the Source, so that our hearts and souls are filled with the Ten Da qualities. And we share love everywhere we go. We share light everywhere we go. Help us to create a beautiful 2018. Help us to fulfill our sole purpose in being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo xin he ling. Wo ai chuan ren li. Wan ling rang he mu shi shang. Shan ai ping an he se. Shan ai ping an he se. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, So I hope you can feel the presence of all the saints that are around us. We are very, very blessed. And I just want to check in quickly. Matt, are we on Facebook at this point? We're not, right? Okay. No. Okay. Good. That's great, because I'm going to do something that is a special treat for everyone here and everyone on live stream that I can't do if we're on Facebook. So let me just grab this. All good, thanks. Okay. So when I lived in Hawaii, there were many New Year's traditions. You ate long noodles for long life, and you ate cabbage for fertility, for children, to have children, which also, when I grew up, we had friends from Eastern Europe, and it was always you ate cabbage so that you would have lots of children. Tradition. In my case, it didn't work so well. But, you know, there were all different kinds of traditions, and a lot of them around New Year's are around prosperity. And of course, we have our own tradition for prosperity. It's Da Chang Sheng, flourishing, greatest flourishing. So I thought it very fitting that everyone receive a prosperity blessing for the new year. So we're going to do that by tracing this beautiful calligraphy that Master Henderson drew for us. And Da Chang Sheng is greatest flourishing. So we're going to trace this together. And it's best if we trace while standing and use our Ming Men to trace. Actually, how's that?
That is centered and beautiful.
Okay. All righty. So when we trace Da is 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Chang goes down here, up and around, and then a bigger one, down, up, and around. Sheng goes down and over, swoops up, and then down and around. A zigzag. And this is very important when you make the hook down here. That's the money bag. So you don't want to miss that part. Okay, so we're going to trace with our Ming Men point, which if you go from your belly button straight back, where that line comes out, the middle of your back, that's your Ming Men point, the middle of your lower back more or less, straight back from your belly button. So imagine golden light coming from the calligraphy through your body right to your Ming Men point, and then you're going to use that point to trace. So go over, down, over, down, back up, and around and down. Over and around, down, over, up, down, up, zig, zag, zig, and money bag. Okay? I can move over, yes. Okay. So we always use 4 powers. That's the body power. Mind power is visualizing the golden light coming to your Ming Men point. Soul power, let's say hello. Dear soul, mind, and body.
Dear soul, mind, and body.
Of the Tao calligraphy.
Of the Tao calligraphy.
Da Chang Sheng.
Da Chang Sheng.
We love you.
We love you.
Honor you.
Honor you.
And appreciate you.
And appreciate you.
Please give us a blessing.
Please give us a blessing.
For prosperity.
For prosperity.
in the new year.
In the new year.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And we'll chant Da Chang Sheng while we trace. Da Chang Sheng, 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 Da Chang Sheng. A little bit faster. Da Chang Sheng, Da Chang Sheng, Da Chang Sheng, Da Chang Sheng. 2, 3, 4. Da Chang Sheng, 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 Da Chang Da Chang Shan, 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 Da Chang Shan. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Master Henderson. Thank you, Master Shah. Could you? Thank you. Appreciate it. Master Marilyn. Would you look? What's that? You already talked about it. Can you check, please? Thank you. Could you please give us a little flow on...
Did he just say this was live?
No, he didn't. Could you give us a little flow on what happened for everybody while they were tracing that? Would you like to know?
Yes.
Pardon? What I will receive is what would apply to everyone, and there will be variations, but what I will receive is something that would apply to everyone. That's a really good comment. I'm glad you made that.
And
As you are listening,
For those who didn't hear it, the comment was,
it'll be different for everyone. So, as you are listening, there will be certain parts that you'll think to yourself, oh, okay, I got it. You know, it will feel like it is spoken directly to you. It's so amazing to me in these flows that this happens. And on one level, it's not amazing at all because the flows come from the source. So there's no limitation there. So for the people this would be for the people in the room and the people on webcast. And are there people also on the teleconference?
Well,
there may be.
Yeah. Okay. So for all the participants, that's simple. Even if they are asleep right now or whatever they're doing. Okay. Our most dearly beloved sons and daughters, this is the source. During this blessing of Tao Chang Sheng, it was a profound blessing for flourishing in every aspect of your life. The flourishing is in alignment with the teachings of the one you call Master Sha. It begins on the level of soul. Each one of you has had almost countless blockages removed during this time of chanting for your soul journey, for flourishing to take place in your soul journey. When this happens, it can manifest in other aspects of your life. This blessing, this chanting of Tao Chang Sheng also aligned very powerfully with the blessing that many of you received this morning from the one you call Master Sha. The blessing for success. The Jindan for success. That Jindan and this chanting has aligned you so powerfully with the possibilities present for you in 2018. For those who receive the Jindan, rotate it frequently, in fact 24/7 would be a good idea. And when you connect with Tao Chang Cheng, realize that it is making your connection to success in every aspect of your life so much more present. There has been a greater alignment with your possibilities for 2018 you can truly approach this new year with great hope, trust, and the realization that you have been given profound blessings, profound jindans of love, compassion, forgiveness, light, gratitude, and success. This is a most extraordinary combination, and one which, if translated to the regular corporate world, would have no equal. This is your gift. As you use it, as you call upon it, it will grow and multiply. And this tracing that you just now did has increased it significantly. Trace every opportunity you have. Chant the jindans often. Spend time reflecting on what your potential is, and that it truly is available to you. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Master Marilyn. Welcome, Master Jimena. 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 Love you, 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 Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone.
I was just going to stand in the back. I guess not.
Guess what?
No, we heard you did a wonderful teaching and blessing for Hawaii and for Vancouver, and I promised that we would have more of the same.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you never know what's going to happen, right? You never know what, you don't know, at least I don't know. I do not know what the day is going to bring, and I don't. I didn't know what was going to happen today, so. So Lawrence asked me to ask you to have someone sit there because it would look better if we had someone in that seat. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Jasvinder, you want to come up?
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you.
No, that light is so bright. There's nothing gonna stop that light from shining.
Are you okay with it?
And that's the key, right? You don't let anything stop your light from shining. So we're going to hold off a little bit. I just checked with Master Robert. Probably not Facebook. Yeah, did this? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Please don't let me forget this.
Is there a mic up there that's on? I'm getting
You
Is it me?
there's some kind of feedback. I'm not sure. I'm really sorry. Okay, that mic. Let me see.
So, Master Marilyn, maybe you want, are you muted?
She turned down the
Oh,
volume.
they turned it down? It doesn't matter?
Although, I think the volume might be up.
Yeah, because I can hear her. Okay.
Yeah, and now I don't know. I'm really sorry. This is an interruption. I don't. You're using a new mic. I don't know how new mics integrate with the old mics. There might be a feedback because I can turn down.
I can turn that.
Good. It's good to see you, Master Marilyn.
Thank you.
Mr. Paola, yeah. Joan, Catherine. I'm going to go all the way around. Some people I can see, some people I cannot see. Good. Welcome. So welcome everybody who's online. I know that there's quite a number of people that are online joining you all. So I'll share with you some of what I shared with Vancouver and Hawaii. And it's some observations of what's happening, what I see happening. Because by connecting with the various centers, I can see the patterns, right? You see the patterns that are of what's happening, regardless of whether you're in San Francisco, Vancouver, Hawaii. I'm also supporting a couple of other areas. So there's there is a huge movement that is taking place of people becoming empowered. Whether they are becoming empowered politically or economically, they're becoming empowered spiritually, and they're also becoming empowered from a health perspective. So what I'm seeing is really, if you look at what's the books that are being released, the videos that are really movies that are being released, Master Sha was ahead of his time. Always, he's ahead. So, 18 years ago, when he came, actually more, 19. I think he came in 1998 to California, I think, for the first time, and then came back. He was already teaching people, self-healing, right? I have the power to heal myself. You have the power to heal yourself. Together, we have the power to heal the world. Now there are teachers, very well-known teachers, who are, in fact, teaching that to their communities. They come at it from a different perspective. As I said to my sister, because she's asking me what's the difference, they are coming at it very much from the human. If you look at, there's a particular teacher who focuses on the functioning of the brain. So they're coming at it from the perspective of human brain power, mind power, but it's human mind power. We have the great benefit of connecting with divine power. So when we do visualization, the power that we can bring in is much greater, because we are connecting with treasures that Master Sha has given us that have heaven's power, Tao power, source power, divine power, Tao power, source power, right? But they're doing the same thing. They're applying mind power, creative visualization. They're applying heart power. They're applying body power. Yeah. We are somewhat unique, although many people talk about the soul. We are somewhat unique in the extent to which we connect with the soul. But what's happening is that there's this great big movement. And so what does that mean for us? It means that people are ready. They're more ready than they certainly were 17 years ago or 18 or 19 years ago when Master Sha first came to the U.S. So there's more people we can expect to see, many more people coming to the centers. Many more people who understand that in order to transform any aspect of their life, they have to put forth effort. That's a sea change, because we've been operating like I operated. I go to the doctor tells me what to do, and then they fix me like they fix my car, and then I continue with my life. But more and more people are realizing. I listened, I watched a movie and I listened to a number of videos in the last few weeks, and they have programs. Other teachers have programs. People have to do practices. They have to do practices. They have to do meditations, and they have to do visualizations, and they have to do all kinds of stuff. And that's the first thing they say to somebody when that person comes up to share their story of transformation from lupus, from stage 4 cancer, from all kinds of very challenging conditions. They ask them, "Did you do your practices?" And of course the person says, "Yes, I did." And it's not 5 minutes. We are so lucky. You get to do 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 times a day. They have to do hours of practices, 2 or 3 hours of practice. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Yeah. So they're doing 2 to 3 hours of practice. So there's this sea change happening. And so all of us who have been, because Master Sha is the head of the world, we've been ahead. So our families have not been with us, our neighbors have not been with us. But I think that you will see now more and more, not only will probably your families, but probably your colleagues, people that you work with, more and more people are going to be interested. Partially because they're suffering and they've tried a lot of things. But also because you are not, you are still a regular person. You're still showing up as a regular person. You're still showing up as mother, father, sister, daughter, niece, nephew, and they can still relate to you. So what you're doing is they don't perceive it as being out there. They perceive it as probably being more more conventional and less unconventional than 15, 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So what that tells me is that Master Sha's guidance to all of us to really focus on developing our 10 Da qualities is the key to success. Because when people can feel your 10 Da qualities, they trust what you say. They trust that the practices, they trust the books, they trust the blessings. We do, however, need to, continue to do our practices and do the tracings and, to soften our delivery. Because sometimes we can be quite passionate in our delivery, almost, I would say, almost zealot-like. You know what I mean by that? So overwhelming that the person whose heart may have been open initially shuts down because it's too much. And we have to be able to differentiate. Was it the delivery or was it the message? And sometimes it's the delivery. How we deliver the message that gets in the way. Because the message, the world is ready for the message. I have the power to heal myself. You have the power to heal yourself. Together we have the power to heal the world. The world is ready for that message. If people don't listen, you have to ask, what else could have affected them? Is it how you delivered it? Is it maybe the choice of words? So this is why we continue to do the 10 Da, develop our 10 Da qualities. This is why we open our spiritual channels, so we can make sure always we are connected, always we're using the language that is most appropriate, for that individual or that person. So all the centers need to prepare for larger and larger numbers of people coming. Already you see at Master Sha's events, if we had room for 600 or 700 people in Toronto, there would have been 600 or 700 people. They turned people down. Oh, yes.
That's not.
So people need, so when people, when the registration links go up, you register. You cannot wait anymore. You cannot wait till the last minute and hope, there'll be room. Not really. Why is that? Because the world is ready. If people are ready for the advanced teachings of Master Sha, they're ready for, one hand near, one hand far. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. They're ready. They're ready to hear about Tao calligraphy. And they're ready to hear about the Jin Dans and about you being empowered to offer different kinds of blessing. Yeah. So we should be seeing more and more people coming to the centers, more and more people joining us online. Yeah. And I think that in 2018 we'll also see an acceleration of our own personal transformation. Because Master Sha is transforming very rapidly. He's developing his special abilities quite rapidly. So that accelerates the rate of transformation in the world. Yeah. So we'll experience that as well. So we'll experience life as being a little bit faster. You think it's fast now? I think it's going to be just a little bit faster. So you need to start the year grounded, centered, and you need to make sure that you are grounded and centered every single day. Everybody has to do this. We cannot wait to be completely ungrounded before we get help. Yeah. So let me do a flow for you like I did for the other centers, and then I'll take some questions and offer you a blessing. Okay. So this is the source. My most beloved ones, gathered here at this very special center created by your beloved teacher, the one you call Master Sha. It touches my heart that all of you have come together on this special day of transition, of closing and opening. I thank you for hearing the call from heaven together as one. When you come together, the light that shines from you individually, from you jointly, from this center, and from all who are connected, shines brightly in every direction. When you come together, you open your hearts, you open your soul to receive the greater wisdom, to receive the blessings and experience the transformation on all levels of your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Every time you come together and you serve from your heart, from your soul, heaven rejoices. Heaven blesses each and every one of you. As the year unfolds for you and the rest of humanity, the center here in San Francisco, the centers that are present and that will be present around the world will become more and more visible on Mother Earth. They will become more and more important in each of your journeys as students, as healers, practitioners, teachers. It will nourish you, sustain you, empower you in a way that you have not experienced before. Each of these centers represents the heart and soul of your beloved teacher. And so when you enter, you are nourished by his love and light, his compassion, and his infinite service. When you come to the center, each of you becomes
a better representative of your beloved teachers' teachings. You become more aligned. His heart with your heart, His soul with your soul. As the year unfolds, there will be many changes occurring here in your own life, here in your own city, and around the world. Your beloved teacher has brought each of you here so that together you can be stronger. Together you can reach out to greater and greater numbers. Look around you. Each one here is part of your love, peace, and harmony family. Each one here is part of the love, peace, harmony, universal family. It is important to connect and heart to heart, soul to soul, with everyone who is part of the centers. There will be times when you will serve them and times when they will support and love and nurture and comfort you. Remember to hold each other lovingly and tenderly in your hearts. You have been brought together in this special time on Mother Earth. Learn to love, to forgive, to serve unconditionally. Start with each other. And as you do this, each of you will experience great transformation, greater abilities to love, to forgive, to serve. This is the true purpose of the centers and of your mission, of your place, your purpose in being part of your teacher's mission. Learn to connect deeply, to trust, to trust each other, to trust your teacher, to trust the teachers that he has sent to each of you. on this journey, there will be many who come, many who leave. But those who have already stayed, transformed, served, already you have experienced what is important on the spiritual journey. You have had first-hand experience of deep and profound transformation, of deep and profound wisdom, of powerful and life-saving blessings. Trust your experience. Trust yourself. Trust your teacher. And trust each other. So that together you can shine the greatest light into the world. You are so very blessed. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't have to wonder anymore. What's my purpose? What's your purpose? Your purpose is to join your hearts and souls together and serve together. This is it. This is it. This is the team right here. Like it, don't like it, doesn't matter. Purify. Purify your likes, dislikes. It doesn't matter. We don't have time anymore. Don't have time anymore for I like, I don't like, right? That's what Master Shah says. Forget it. Forget the I like you, I don't like you. Just forget all of that. Let it go. Let it go. Transform. Like, dislike, okay, it's a mindset, it's an attitude, it's a belief. Transform those mindsets, attitudes, and beliefs. Because that only blocks your ability to connect heart to heart, soul to soul with the teachers here, Master Marilyn, Master Shunya, Master Robert, Master Su Chin, Master Patty, Master Patricia, Master Janice, Master Leelan, Chi Shing, Adrian, Gloria, Master
Zayla.
Henderson, Master Zayla, Master David, Master Mark. Did I miss anybody?
Pastor Peggy.
I mentioned her first.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes. One thing I would say to you is really take the flows very, very seriously. If you have time, rather make the time. You make the time tomorrow. You make the time to go into stillness. You put aside the busyness of the world. And you make the time to go into stillness and to receive guidance for you to transform the thing that has not transformed. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, we all have something we have not transformed. Transform it now. And then look around. Here is the team that is going to support you. Here are the people who will hold your hand, who will bring you tea, maybe give you a nudge here and there. But this is your team. This is who's going to support you.
This is who is going to guide you. You may think, well, they're not a master teacher. Really? Doesn't matter. They are not a master teacher yet. We're all teachers of each other. This is what makes Master Sha so unique. He sees everyone as a teacher. And he believes and he demonstrates that everybody has something to teach us. Everybody has something to teach us. You just have to open your heart to see that light within them. Not everybody is going to have the credentials that you may have, but everybody has gifts that they can share. Everybody. And you just don't know. You do not know when you're going to need them. And you will be surprised by who steps forward to help you and serve you in your darkest moment of despair. You will be surprised. I have been surprised. Many of you know I have a health condition. I have been truly, I cannot even put into words, moved beyond words by the people that have stepped forward to help me. Not at all who I thought would step forward to help me. And the kindness and the love, the compassion, the hope, the inspiration each of us will face challenges in the coming years. Right here, look around you, right here. This is your family. This is your love, peace, harmony family. This is who understands you. You know, I'm doing research, right? Because I want to understand what's happening to me, blah, blah, blah. I joined a support group, an online support group. Okay, every time I go on, I get off. I cannot tolerate it. It's so painful, and it's so bleak. We are so lucky. Western medicine cannot help me. It's not helping the people who are in the support group. And those who have tried, how many surgeries, how many different medications, their pain levels are very high. I'm still pursuing Western medicine, but I see the limitations, just as I did 17 years ago. I see the limitations, yeah? What is it? My pain levels are not where they were in Belgium. They're not what they were in Toronto. I'm able to walk. I'm able to function. I may not have the energy that I had before or the mobility. But what is it that's helping me? It's really what I have learned from Master Sha. His practices, his techniques, his blessings, and the great love and really incredible support from. We have great practitioners in Master Sha's organization. People who in their own right are professionals that have great healing power, great hearts. They serve unconditionally. They serve, no one's shining a light on them. No one is putting this light for the world to see them as a superstar. And yet the work that they do is very, has such great impact, you know. We have lots of students like yourselves who have great hearts and are willing to offer love and support. So we have to see this in each other. We have to really see what we have to offer. We have to make a very concerted effort. We've been focusing. You know what we're very good at? I'll tell you. I've done so many PowerPoints because the Institute asks me everything has to be a PowerPoint. You know, I want to share anything with the Divine Channels, PowerPoint. Okay, fine. I'll do a PowerPoint presentation. How many slides do I need, you know? We excel at purification. Now we need to excel at seeing the light within each other. Just as we learn to see the blockages, now we need to learn to see the light. Help the light to grow. The blockages are still going to come up to be transformed. That mechanism is already active in each of you. Because we excel at this. This is, you know, when I was in business, I had a professor. Oh my gosh, he was actually recognized around the world. He's a great strategist. This is our core competency. He wrote books and books on core competencies. What is a core competence of a company? You know, what's the core competence of IBM? What's the core competence of Xerox, of Kodak? It's what is the thing that they excel at? What we excel at is purification. We do not need to put more effort into it. You know, yes, you have to do your own purification. We run away from it. Don't. Just purify. Just do the practices, purify. Now, though, we need to stop looking at everybody's blockages, yeah? Really, there's no benefit to you pointing out my blockages. I am well aware of my blockages. I live with them 24 hours a day. But I'll tell you what will help me to transform more is if you see the light within me and I see the light within you. And that's what it means to look around the room and to see each other. See the light within each other. Yeah. We have to develop this ability. Cultivate it. Just like you cultivated the ability to see the blockages, now cultivate the ability to see the light. See your light, see their light. Because only love. What is healing me? What's healing me right now is love. Human love and divine love. I'm not taking any medications. I have no surgical intervention. I am not doing physical therapy. I am not taking any injections. See the light in her. See the light in that human being that's in that chair. It's light. Golden light. Mm-hmm. So we need to develop that ability to see the light within us and to see the light in each other. Mm-hmm. What happens? When karma meets karma, what happens? It multiplies. When light meets light, it multiplies. Learn to see the light in each other. Learn to see the possibilities. Learn to see what Master Sha sees. He sees the potential within each of you to be unconditional servants. You need this in this coming year. So the moment you start thinking, oh, I cannot believe she did that. Oh, I cannot believe he said that. Oh, I cannot believe. Transform. Immediately. Use the practices. Da'ai, da'ai, da'ai. Chant da'ai, da'ai, da'ai. Become da'ai, da'ai, da'ai. Trace, 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 trace. My body, soul, sense of soul order, transform this thought, mindset, attitude, belief to da'ai, you know? And you do this over and over and over. You trace, trace, trace. You chant, chant, chant. Who has time then to be looking at anybody's blockages. Because you only have time to transform yourself, to become light. You need this in the coming year. We need the light to shine out into this community. Already, we've got that little, what's that thing called? What's that called? That little stand? It's a sandwich board. We don't sell sandwiches, that's why I can never remember the name of it. It's a sandwich board. What is it doing? It's shining its light. Each time we put out their soul massage, each time we put out, I know it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're putting out the flyer now. It doesn't matter. We learned that there's a way to get this done really fast, and it's shining that light. It's okay. It's shining out Master Sha's name. It's shining out soul massage. It's shining out whatever else is, whatever other bullets are on there. And as people walk by, that light touches them. Maybe they don't come in today because they're not ready today. Today they're still in the old mode. But after tomorrow, they're looking for change. So that light needs to be shining. You come here. Why is it so important that you come to the centers? And I really say this to everybody who is joining, who's in California, Northern California, and is joining by webcast. You need to come. You have to come. I see the difference that it makes when people come together in person. It makes a huge difference. I see the difference it makes in the cohesiveness of a group. Because you learn to love each other, you learn to forgive instantly. This is the key. Love unconditionally and forgive instantly. Yeah. If you cannot forgive instantly, then you have to do more practice, right? You have to learn how to be like Master Sha. Master Sha forgives instantly. It doesn't even cross his mind to forgive. He just loves. He just loves. And he only thinks, how can I serve them? How can I serve this person? How can I help them to be, release their suffering? So you come, then you become more aligned with Master Sha. You connect with each other. You really support each other. Nothing will change until you change. Today cannot be the same as yesterday. You have to make a commitment. Tomorrow cannot be the same as today. If it is, there's something wrong. So today has to be different. It has to be filled with more light in your heart, more love. You have to see the light in you, and you have to see the light in others. I love you all. I wish for you a year filled with love, joy, health, and happiness. If you can do that, you will have abundance beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you, Master Shunya, for the opportunity to be here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Master Jimena. 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 Love 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 you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena.
Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really
Sham.
So we thank Master Sha. He brought us together. Always, we have to remember that. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? Anything? No?
Are
Okay.
you leaving us already?
Oh, huh?
Are you leaving us already?
So, I think that was my portion of the program.
I'm selfish. You said you were going to give a blessing.
Oh, sure.
That was a blessing.
I'm very happy to do that. Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Another meaning for blessing.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Yeah. So close your eyes. And always remember to put your feet flat on the ground. We're training our bodies to connect with Mother Earth. Keep your back away from the chairs as much as you can. Yeah. Put your mind in your Ming Men. And already you might feel saliva flowing through you. Yeah. Because the body's already being trained. Put one hand on your lower abdomen, and you can put the other one on your Ming Men, or you can put it on your heart, yeah? I give you a blessing. Make a request. You can make a request for one. What is that one thing that you want to transform? That you have not been able to transform? All of us have something. Some aspect of ourselves that needs to be transformed. I offer you a blessing to help you to transform this in the coming year. Yo. Hey. Hey, ay, ay, yo, ay, yo, ay, yo, yo, ay, hey, ay, 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 yo, yo. Just hold the position.
How? You know, I want to say something about what I saw on the webcast today. I'm always very touched by Master Shunya, Master Marilyn, and Master Robert. I'll tell you, Master Shunya gives his heart. He just pours everything that he can. He gives to you. I watched him today. I wasn't able to watch everything. I could only do. Thank you very much for the soul massage this morning. Perfect way to start. But I only got to watch half of it. So I get to do the other half tomorrow morning, I guess. I only got to see a few minutes of the Pure Land meditation, and I didn't get to do any of the Tao Chang. But what I saw with Master Shunya is he gives you everything he has. Everything. He holds nothing back. And that is very special in a center leader. You are used to it because you've had him here for several years. I'm at a center where the center leader now has a different task. They thought they would have him forever. Now they see what happens. Now they're experiencing what has happened because the center leader now has a different task. Do not take your master teachers for granted. You don't really understand the task of the master teacher. They really give their hearts. They give you so much love. You really have no idea. You know, many times you're in purification. You give your purification to them. Sometimes you do it verbally. Sometimes you do it mentally. Sometimes you do it spiritually. Sometimes you do it emotionally. They cannot do the same in return. It would shake you uncontrollably. They give you back love. Oftentimes they try and give you wisdom. This only happens, you know, in certain locations in the world and certain people. Master Sha expects his divine channels, expects his master teachers, expects his center leaders to do this. It's not easy being a center leader. It's not easy being a master teacher at a center. It's not. The pressure. You have no idea. You have no idea. I know. I've been a center leader twice. I'm working with center leaders now. Train them, prepare them. The pressure on them is intense. To purify, quickly transform. Anything comes up, they don't have time. They do not have time to transform it. Master Shunya is very kind, very soft, very gentle. Master Robert's the same. You know, really take the time tomorrow. You receive guidance from heaven. What is that one thing I have to do? How can I transform this? I really want to transform this. Because it's, you cannot just let it go for another year. It's blocking you. You need to make some headway. I have my own things I have to transform. I cannot hold on to them for another year. I can't. I have to let them go. So in that time, also look at what have you received? What have the gifts been that you have received this year? And if you are able to focus on the gifts offered to you by the master teachers here, I would encourage you to do that. These are some of the top teachers that Master Sha has. They're just not the ones that the light is shining on them all the time, But those are the ones that really are working. They're working the hardest. They're really working the hardest. Yeah. And I saw that today. I was just really, really moved when I came in, and again I saw Master Shunya like, oh, now he's doing the calligraphy. I'm like, my gosh, how much more? How much more he's offering to you? So there's a couple hours left in the program. I'm sure he will shower you, along with Master Marilyn and Master Robert. They will shower you with their love. Yeah. Don't take it for granted. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. I'm not suggesting at all that there's going to be any change in San Francisco, because there are no plans for changes in San Francisco, okay? One center changing is enough already. Another center changing is enough already. A new one coming online is enough already. Master Sha has said that. London's coming is going to be join the opening of those centers. You cannot believe the minute Master Sha transmits the Tao soul to that center, you know how much light is going to be released to humanity, to you if you're on the call, to you if you're on the webcast. Yeah. They're working on the Center for Taiwan. So very exciting times. So nothing's changing. Do not think at all that I'm suggesting. I'm just letting you know. Things change quickly enough from the Master Sha. They were not expecting changes in Vancouver, and suddenly there was a change. Yeah, I've lived change with Master Sha every year, painfully. Yeah, every year. It's only painful if you hang on. So let go. Let go. So I probably will not see you. I am leaving for Vancouver. Should be hopefully this week. Anyways, I'll be traveling to Vancouver. I'll be there for at least 2 weeks out of the month. Then I'll be back here to support San Francisco as long as they need me. But I'll see less of you, and you'll see less of me in person. But I'm still available by webcast and on Facebook. Okay? Have a wonderful New Year. And I'll see you in February. Thank you, Mr. Shunya. Thank you.
Really, really love you, Master.
Master
Really, really love you all. Really, really love you all.
Really, really love you, Master. Really love you, Master.
Really, really love you, everyone. Thank you. Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I've been watching Master Jimena for the last month or so. She's been in a lot of pain. And she just keeps serving. She just got that lesson from Master Sha years ago, that the way out is service. So, like, the worse condition she's in, the more service she does. Not all of us respond that way. It's not my natural inclination, right? the worse I'm feeling, the less I feel like serving. But she knows the way out is service. And you know, I'm fortunate that my early teachers taught me that our ego usually has it backwards. So I can see in that. Obviously, that's the thing to do. You just serve more. And you know, I'll tell you, you notice she didn't sit down. It hurts for her to sit down. She can stand for a while. Why she's not staying here teaching all night? Because it hurts. So she's going to go home and take care of herself. But she would go home and she figured out a way to type upside down so that she could keep working and keep serving when she was laying down. That's so beyond, you know, what I can see myself doing. So I just really want to acknowledge that. And, you know, as far as giving you everything, the person who teaches me to give everything is Master Sha. Master Sha gives everything. As soon as he gets it, the first thing he wants to do is give it to me. And all I can say is that that's just what's true for my heart and soul. I may not always get it right, but what my heart and soul always wants to do is give everything. So there's not a blessing that I can think of that I don't want all of you to have. I think I mentioned we had the ability again to offer blessings from the stars. And it's such an enormous blessing and so amazing that we can offer something like that. And there was one of the stars is particularly related to mental wellness and blockages at that level of the mind. And the first thing I thought of was everyone I know that's suffering from something mentally, who needs this, and it would be exactly the right blessing, but it has the honor fees are proportionate to the karma of it, and I knew that so many, because of the condition, don't have the finances to honor for it. And the first thing that went through my head was, how can I make this available? How, as a center leader, can I find a way to give this to everyone who needs it? I don't have the answers yet, but every opportunity I have to give something like that, I will. Either we all rise up or we don't. It's not about one person rising up. And I've watched people try to be the one who rises up. And I actually, for me, I recoil from, like, that to me is, everybody has things that bother them about what other people do. That's the one that for me, I'm just like, whoa, no. When somebody's like stabbing other people in the back to get to the top, or pushing other people out of the way to get to, oh, look at me, Master Sha. What I see is, I don't actually have to worry about that, because in the long run, it doesn't work out. You know, you can get so far that way, and then all the colors show. And heaven takes care of it. So it doesn't work for anybody to compete against anybody else. It doesn't work to try and be better than somebody else, or be seen more than somebody else. It's never going to work that way. The only thing that works is for all of us to go up. That's absolutely the only thing that works. And it doesn't even matter what kind of organization it is. You know, when I was younger, I thought, oh, you know, the arts, everybody in the arts will be, you know, creating art together. Yeah. As I grew up, I found out that there's some egos and, and people pushing each other out of the way. And the same thing is true there, And if you look at people who have clawed their way to the top of the arts, you don't have to look that closely at their lives to see something's not working. So it doesn't matter whether it's a spiritual organization or an arts organization. Same thing in the nonprofit world. I thought, nonprofit, everybody's here to help everyone. And so I was working in the AIDS field, and I would go to these meetings. I was part of the group both in Colorado and Hawaii that would figure out how to split up a few $1 million and who gets what part of the pie. You want to see people clawing at each other, and just and the nastiness that came out over helping people, right? Ultimately the whole goal was helping people, and we're all actually helping the same people. It was the craziness of it. Just I couldn't believe it, and so. And then, then I found Tibetan Buddhism. And I thought, here's the pure spiritual path. The Tibetans, they've been up in the Himalayas. They've been away from all of this worldly pollution. They're the ones that really have this. So then, I took initiation with a Buddhist Lama. And the more I learned, and then I started reading about the whole thing that's happening with the leadership of the Buddhist hierarchy in Tibet. There's the Dalai Lama, there's also the Panchen Lama, and the Karmapa. Three different schools, they all get along at this moment reasonably well. And I started reading about the history, drug scandals, sex scandals, political scandals, assassinations. Everything that the Catholic Church has, the Tibetans have. And probably, if you look close enough, every other spiritual organization. We're no different. We're all made up, all those organizations are made up of human beings. We're all human beings. We can choose to go that route, or we can choose to go a different route. But what it means is what Master Jimena was saying. Can we love each other unconditionally? Can we forgive in the moment? Right away. And if not right away, as darn quickly as we possibly can. And we all have struggles with that. I don't think there's anyone that I'm aware of within our Love, Peace, Harmony family world, including myself, that hasn't had some trouble sometime giving somebody for something. So we just got to get better at it. Was I muted this whole time?
No, you're not.
Okay.
I
All right.
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, I am so happy that I can give what I can give. I still am in awe that Master Sha decided that I got to be a master teacher at the time to give karma cleansing, that I got to be the instrument for somebody's karma to be cleared. I'm like, I know my own faults. I know my own weaknesses. I am not someone who walks on water. I am not someone who has mastered their karma the way Master Sha has. that he allows me to be a center leader and to bring people into the Dao Chung and the Pure Land room and go into the Pure Land, that's only because of Master Sha. It's Master Sha's channel that opens the door to the Pure Land. It's his giving that gift to us. So I'm looking forward in 2018 to being able to give more and to do more and to reach more people and touch more hearts. We're a lovely little group. We could be a lovely, really big group. And it's important because we live in California, and California has a whole heck of a lot of karma. And there's 34 million people in this state. We're like a little country.
How many?
34 million. Yeah. Yeah. And what happens with those 34 million people in terms of what Master Sha is here to offer is up to us. Nobody's going to come in from outside of California or, you know, and I know we have friends in Trinidad, we have friends around the world. It's true where you live too. Nobody's going to come in from there and be like, you know, I don't know, around the rest of the world, you've probably seen our Hollywood movies where the cavalry comes riding over the hill and saves the day. You know? It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like us sharing our hearts with people and people waking up with us and making the transformation with us. Now, there's other groups that are doing that, and we need to connect with them. We need to work with them. You know, it's pushing the river to say, oh, we're only going to do this on our own. It's like, wow, let's get all the like-minded people together. It's going to be a lot easier to do that than if we get if we keep going to the people who aren't like-minded. So we have a lot to do this year. Tonight, we want to focus on how do we want to manifest that. So Master Sha has given us huge tools to do whatever it is we want to do. In our own life, in our family, in our community. We have, some of us, pages and pages of divine treasures. Some 1 or 2. Everyone has at least 11. There's 11 divine treasures that Master Sha gave to every human being. So we all have at least 11 divine treasures, which is more than Master Sha had when he came to the West. I don't think he had one. He didn't have any. So we're already 11 divine treasures ahead of where Master Sha started from. So to close your eyes for a moment and think about this coming year. And think about your physical self. Just your body. Let's start with just that. Think about your body. Visualize what you would like to create for your body in the coming year. Now think about your heart. What would you like to create in the coming year for your heart? Would you like to be more open-hearted, more loving and compassionate, more forgiving? What would you like for your heart in 2018? And think about your mind. Just put your attention on your mind. What would you like to create for your mind in 2018? More positive thinking, less attachments. And then put your attention on your soul. What would you like to create for your soul in this upcoming year? And see yourself already having accomplished these things. And now think about the people who are closest to you. Your family, your partner, whoever is closest to you in your world. And what would you like to create in those relationships in this coming year? And see it as though it's already done. And put your awareness on your work or your career or whatever it is that you do on most days. Your daily life activities. What would you like to create there in 2018? How would you like that to have more light, more love? Maybe more ease. And if there's relationships in that come to mind, how would you like those relationships to be different? What would you like to create in that part of your life? And see it as though it's already done. put your awareness on your finances in that part of your life. What would you like to create in 2018? See it as though it's already done. Know that as you do this, heaven is blessing everything that you see. And what you are visualizing, what you are wishing to create, what you are putting into manifestation is being noted in your Akashic record. And your heavens team is already working on it. And what would you like to change in terms of serving the world in the year to come? How would you like the way that you share your love with the world, the way that you serve, to be different next year? See it as though it's already done. And if there's any other aspect of your life, your soul journey, your soul studies with Master Sha, what would you like to see in 2018? Maybe going to a retreat or all the retreats with Master Sha. Maybe becoming a calligrapher or a Tao Hands healer. What would you like to see for yourself in the year to come? And see it as though it's already done. And any other aspect of your life that's important to you. See what you would like to create in the year to come. And I'll tell you a little secret. as soon as you started thinking these things, Master Robert's soul and Master Robert's team started blessing you. Master Marilyn's soul and Master Marilyn's team started blessing you. Master Jimena and Master Jimena's team started blessing you. My soul and my team started blessing you. Because that's Master Shah's love. And that's what Master Shah has created. And there is a whole host of holy beings who are working now to help you to create every one of those visions. Because your success and flourishing will help to further the mission and the message of Master Shah to create Wan Ling Rung He, all souls joining together as one. And as long as you stay aligned with that, you will have infinite blessings to create the life that you want. I'm going to ask Master Marilyn and Master Robert to join me in offering blessing through Soul Song for manifesting each of the visions that you have. And there are divine channels, master teachers on the line who aren't assigned to this temple, but are a part of our family. And they also, their souls and their teams, began offering you blessings as soon as the requests were made. And I ask them to please join us also. How? Thank you. is very, very little that we can see ourselves doing in the next year that Master Sha hasn't given us everything we need to make it happen. So most of what you just saw, most of what we just saw, if we completely surrender our hearts and souls to what Master Sha has given us and the guidance that he's given us, almost everything that we saw can be done. There were a few things that people saw that might not happen next year. They may happen after that. Anything's possible. But mostly it's within our power to create what we saw. You believe that? How many people believe that? Okay. Okay, good. We have a lot of people on the webcast believe that on the phone also. Yeah. Some people are having a little trouble convincing themselves that they believe it, but their heart and soul believes it. And that's the main thing. Once our heart and soul gets it, then it's just time before the mind gives up. So, does it feel right to share what you were going to share earlier? What we were talking about?
Yes, but I probably would do it backwards.
Okay, very good. All right.
Which is always a fun way to do things, backwards. So as I listen to Master Jimena talking about seeing the light in each person, I listen to Master Shinya talk about the things that rattle him. What kept coming to me, especially as Master Jimena was talking about seeing the light, is gratitude. When we are grateful, we see the good. That is why we are grateful. And so I'm not going to do a whole workshop on gratitude right now. I'm only going to do a couple of the words. But, this does not smell like it's for the whiteboard. Am I right?
It says it is, but...
Really?
Yeah. It's okay. We have plenty of room.
Okay. So... gratitude is unconditional. It is not a smorgasbord. Life is not a smorgasbord. It's an entree.
It's what, please?
It's an entree. Whatever is served to you, that's it. At the moment. And when we realize that the only appropriate response is thank you, it makes it flow so much better. The other word I want to, from the definition in the book, and this is the one that jumped out at me when Master Jimena was talking, that when I was doing workshops on gratitude, what heaven gave me as a definition for reverence was to respond to everyone and everything as sacred. And as I was listening to Master Jimena talking about seeing the light in one another, the more we respond and realize, and that is actually true. This is, it's not something we have to convince ourselves about. If anyone has listened to 2 minutes of Master Rulin, you know about quantum entanglement. If you've listened to 2 minutes about Master Sha, you know about Tao. And the Tao is everything. We are all connected in Tao. So everything truly is the presence of the sacred. Some of us might need eyeglasses. We might be a little short-sighted or far-sighted and miss. But that's okay if we miss, because we always get another opportunity. But to me, this is the really, really big secret. There's more to the definition. As I said, I'm not doing a workshop on gratitude right now. But this is so, so helpful. I cannot tell you what a difference this has made for me. To be able to remind myself, I don't do it 100%, but the times that I do it, it shifts everything so instantly. And for me, to do this is so much easier than to try to change a mindset. Those mindsets are just very ornery. They don't like to change. But if they change automatically, it's a result. It's a result of when I approach everyone and everything as the presence of the sacred. When we remember that, our whole world changes. It's amazing. And we will be able to do what Master Jimena was talking about. We will be able to connect with the light in every person because it's there. And we will be able to avoid those pitfalls that Master Shunya was pointing out to us. So, as I said to you, I don't do this 100%. That is my journey. So what do we do? What do we do if we hit a snag? And a couple of years ago, Heaven gave me these 5 steps that I am just so, so grateful for. When we hit a snag, we identify it. And the way we know we've hit a snag is we have a strong emotional response, or semi-strong. As soon as that is present, we've hit a snag, and we need to identify what is going on here. And to keep this aligned with Master Sha's teachings, if there's an emotional response, it will be connected with one of the 5 elements. So, anger, depression, anxiety, worry, sadness, grief, and sorrow, fear. And it's not part of the 5 elements, but Master Sha has also included guilt. That's a specialty of... I can't speak for the Eastern world, but I know for the Western world. I read a book many, many, many years ago, really, thick book. Had lots of wonderful information in it, and I remember one sentence. That people in the Western world could be stranded on a deserted island and feel guilty for not doing anything. It is that powerful in our enculturation. So we need to identify what's going on when I hit this snake, when I had this strong reaction. It's not enough to say, I'm upset. Because upset, what does that mean? What do I do with it? How do I transform it? I don't know. I haven't met anyone yet who can transform upset. But one of the elements, one of the emotions connected to the elements, we can. So we need to identify it. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to be responsible. To be responsible means that if something is going on, it is not the other person's fault. It is not. No matter how much we might like to say it's their fault, they did this, that, or the other thing, or they're irritating me, they're doing this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It is not the other person's fault. Whatever is going on has come full circle. I either did similar things in this lifetime or I did them in past lifetime. But whatever it is has just come back to full circle. And I need to be able to say that. It is so fantastic to me to have this teaching from Master Sha. And I know karma is not unique to Master Sha, but he has such wisdom connected to teachings on karma. It's just astounding. For me, it's very freeing. Because it doesn't involve, I don't have to think about it anymore. I don't have to figure it out. Why did this happen? Why? We can spend years, actually years, trying to figure out why. And it's a total waste of time and energy. But if we just simply say, oops, okay, this is coming full circle, it's that simple. It is really that simple. We can do all those things that Master Shinya led us in reflecting about. We can do those. Because life is that simple. If it gets complicated, we know we have left Master Sha's light. If it stays simple, we know we are aligned with Master Sha's light. So we are responsible. Once we know, that this is something that has come full circle, we're going to do forgiveness. And we don't even need to know who the people were. I mean, we might know the person who's irritating us at the moment. But there have been plenty other people that we have irritated in this lifetime and previous lifetimes. So we can do forgiveness practice with all of those. And what I have really observed about myself, and I kind of think it's probably true for other people. I haven't taken the survey, though. But for myself, what I've observed is when I have an area in my body that is very, very painful. And I'm not talking about like what Master Heeman is talking about. I don't even know what 20 would be, level pain. But when something's very, very painful, I have this little forgiveness prayer. I don't know who you are or what I've done, but I know it was very, very painful and hurtful to you and your loved ones. And I am very sorry. Please forgive me. Often the pain will go away like that. If it doesn't, I just chant Da Kuan Shu. It's extraordinary how healing that is. And that's the forgiveness practice will not only clear the karma from whatever is going on here, but it is also healing. Because when we forgive someone, when we truly, truly forgive someone, we experience a feeling of freedom. And when I was first, I spent lots of times reading about forgiveness, doing days of reflection on forgiveness, giving talks on forgiveness, teaching forgiveness. But I tell you, it wasn't until I met Master Sha, where he has this as a practice, immediate practice, Master mentioned earlier, that I really experience the benefit. And I remember the very first time I was in the kitchen in the little apartment where I am. I can remember where I was, and it was a sunny day. And I had just received information about someone who, in my opinion, had done something very, very inappropriate in regard to me. And I was angry. And I heard, you need to forgive. I thought, oh, okay. So I did the practice Master Sha had taught us. This was many, many, many years ago, way at the beginning. And so I did this practice, and I kept doing it. And it was so extraordinary because what I saw was a cage with a bird inside. And as I did the practice, the door on the cage opened and the bird was free. And that is exactly how I felt. And I felt light. It was amazing. So forgiveness practice is extraordinarily powerful. It is healing. When we go through this whole process, we ultimately will get to the point of gratitude. Because if we've been able to identify something and accept responsibility to say, this is coming around full circle, we can be rid of it then. We don't have to keep repeating it, you know? We can do forgiveness, experience healing. The only response is gratitude. I mean, this is extraordinary for all of this to happen, for us to be able to do this. The thing that I want to let everybody know is this is gratitude up here. This is where we're starting. There are steps. So to go from one step to another in the past has taken us a day, a week, a month. But right now we really need to speed it up. And if you were on Master Sha's blessing this morning, 20,000 layer Tao committee. That's a whole lot of help. Of love, forgiveness, compassion, light, gratitude, and success. We can go through this much faster than we have before. We truly, truly can. We can, and if we're thinking, oh, no, Master, I want this, you might be able to, I can't do that. Wrong already. Just call on that Jindan. And if you were not on the call this morning, that's okay. Somebody you know was on that call. Ask them if they'll turn their Jindan on and send blessings to you. So we can go through these. And to me, it's very, very important that we know that there are steps. These are steps. When we do this, these steps get closer and closer and closer together. So the more that we do this, the closer they get together, and it will feel like one step. We will do this so spontaneously that we can actually go through the process quickly. And I said to several people, after we did the workshop on sharing Master Sha's wisdom from Toronto, there was a special set of crown chakra blessings given for the spaces. Master Sha did this in Toronto, and he did Jindans. But after we did this spaces blessing, I said to people, what we need to do instantly is chant Tenda, 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 Tenda. That is very, very upbeat. It's very lively. It's very joyful. It's very happy. And I can tell you from experience that I have felt myself a couple of times going in a direction, and I thought, whoops, redirect, redirect, redirect. And I just did. Tenda, 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 tenda. And it just, like that, it's like the little person on your Google Maps or whatever it is you use to guide you around driving, that redirects. You miss the curve, they're really good. At the next corner, turn right. In 300 feet, turn right. In 200 feet, turn right. You know, they're very, very clear, very persistent, and they give you chances. So that's really what the 10 dots do. When we chant 10 da, they're redirecting us, getting us back into the 10 das. We can also chant one of them. I said to my sister, and I was doing this for a while. Now I've, gone back to 10 das. But for a while, I was chanting Da Ganten constantly.
What were you chanting?
Da Ganten, greatest gratitude.
Oh, okay.
Page 32 in my book tells us that everything is a gift. And it tells us why. And I said to my sister, this is so fantastic. Because no matter what's going on in your life, if it's really terrific, da, Dagon, Dagon. If it's not terrific, Dagon, Dagon. So you're already accepting it as a gift. This might seem like unrealistic, but it's not. I tell you, it works. It works. All you need to do is try it. It's amazing to me, the power of these mantras. And each one of these, it's like with the stars, we refer to them as saints. And with the realization that they have whole teams, would you know what each one of those 10 qualities? When we sing just one of them, thank you, thank you, thank you. See you again. There's a whole, it's like there's a realm. Every one of them is a Tao and divine quality. The help that we have is astounding. So these are some of the things that are very real possibilities for us to practice so that we are able to appreciate the sacredness of everyone and everything. And when we run into a snag, we have a way to go through it. We can avoid snags. We really can. This actually does work. Master Sha tells us the mantra should never leave our mouths. It really works. If we're constantly chanting ten da, you cannot get irritated. It won't work. It's like trying to, for me to stand up and sit down at the same time doesn't work. I have to do one or the other.
That's fine. I think you can only speak for you. You can't speak for everybody.
Do you know what, Michael? I think I can. I absolutely think I can. And the reason I think I can is the word when. When we are truly chanting, we are so connected to that quality, that quality of the divine or the Tao. The divine or Tao is not irritated with us. They are not. So we just need to practice more. That's all. You don't have to believe me, Michael. That's okay.
I'm not believing. There's steps to be taken. Just can't say.
I'm sure. That's why I put this here. Yeah, there are steps. But it's very possible to go through those steps. And we can go through them very quickly. And truly, I don't think I'm unique. Do I do this 100%? I said at the beginning, I don't. When I do it, it works. When I follow Master Sha's teachings, they work. That I know. That I know. Yeah. So, are there any questions or other comments? No. Okay. So that is, this to me is, it is so easy. We can go through whatever it is easily when we do this. And after enough experiences of something that seemed unpleasant revealing itself as a gift, we can begin to have that as a more automatic response to life. And life is very different. So, Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Master Marilyn. 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 Love you, Master Marilyn. Love you, Master Marilyn. Love you, Master Marilyn. We love you, Master Marilyn. Love you, Master Marilyn. Really, really love you, Master Marilyn. Really, really love you, Master Marilyn. Really, really love you, Master Marilyn. Really love you, Master Marilyn. Really love you, Master Marilyn.
Really, really love you,
Master Shah. Really, really love you, Master Shah. Really, really love you, Master Shah. Really love you, Master Shah. Really love you, Master Shah.
Really, really love you, everyone.
Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Thank you, Master Marilyn. So the reason that we talked about this earlier and we were checking guidance, and I want to bring this back forward.
Oh, okay.
We were checking guidance about what we needed to cover tonight. And the reason that the guidance was we needed to cover this because we want to create this wonderful 2018, right? We want to create all those things that we envisioned. And we will come up against blockages. It's guaranteed. It will happen at least once for everyone next year. If we're lucky, it won't happen the day after tomorrow. Or tomorrow, let's see, it's almost, it won't happen in the next hour and a half. But at some point, we're going to hit a blockage. When we hit the blockage, that's usually when we throw our arms up and go, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I'm helpless. I can't make it. I can't have what I want. These are the steps to get through that point. Right? So when we bump up against that wall that we've bumped up against before, and we go, oh, I know this wall, then this is what we need to do. We need to just check, what am I not doing here? Am I not clear on what the problem is? Am I not taking responsibility for it? Am I thinking, oh, so-and-so is being a jerk. It's their problem. I'm great. Are we forgiving? Are we being forgiving of ourselves or others? I know nobody else has ever had thoughts like that go through their mind, but are we healing what's going on? Are we taking the time and the space to heal it? And are we moving towards gratitude? So what I'd like everybody to do who has a smartphone, has a camera phone, take a picture of this. And I'm serious. And everyone on the webcast, take a picture of this. This is your 2018 key to success. When you run up against the wall, remember that this is in your phone or on your computer. You have the answers right there. So now none of us can pretend we don't have the answers. And we can catch ourselves and go, oh, wait, Master Marilyn talked about this on New Year's Eve. I know what I have to do. Okay? We're going to take about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back. We're going to have a lovely meditation, and at midnight, we're going to ring in the new year. So please take a nice little break. Love you, love you, love you.
全人类，万灵融合母师生，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。噜啦噜啦哩，噜啦噜啦啦哩，噜啦噜啦哩，噜啦，噜啦哩噜啦，噜啦哩噜啦。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
not going to ring in the new year.
Lawrence, wait till things settle down a little bit. So we can take the music out. Thank you. So welcome back, everyone, and welcome everyone on Facebook. This is Master Sha Tao Healing Center in San Francisco. I'm Master Shunya. This is Master Marilyn. And we're delighted to join you in meditating in the new year. So we're going to go into a deep place of relaxation and open our hearts and souls, open the space within us for the love and light to come in, to bring in a year filled with love, forgiveness, compassion, light, humility, harmony, flourishing, gratitude, service, and enlightenment. So I invite you to sit with your feet flat on the floor, sitting up straight with your back away from the chair, or if you want to sit cross-legged, that's fine as well. You can put your hands near your lower abdomen. There's a few ways you can do that. You could just put both hands on your tummy below your belly button. You can do the yin-yang palm, which is to grab the thumb of the left hand with the right hand and wrap the fingers around, and then put the knuckles of the thumb into the belly button and just roll the hands flat. And then you can also, I forget what Master Sha calls this one, the left hand and then the faces up, and then the right hand rests in it, and you make a circle with your thumbs. So those are 3 different mudras you can use. Just go with whichever one sounded nicest to you or resonated with your heart and soul. Good night. Happy New Year. So that's the body power, is aligning our body, and where we put our hands is where the energy goes. So any of these mudras will help ground us, center us, and boost our energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. So close your eyes, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Visualizing golden light in your lower abdomen. And please follow along silently with me. Dear soul, mind, and body of our beloved Master Sha, we love you, honor you, appreciate you. We thank you for all the gifts and blessings that you've brought to us in this past year. And we welcome you into our hearts and souls in this coming year of 2018. Dear soul, mind, and body of all layers of the divine, the Tao, the Source, and beyond Source, we love you, honor you, appreciate you. Dear all saints on duty, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Lamas, Gurus, angels, archangels, saints, prophets, kahunas, ascended masters, and other beings of light. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please bless this practice and all souls who practice with us. We invite all souls in all universes to join us in this meditation to welcome in the new year. Please bless this coming year for us. Help us to heal, bless, and transform our soul, heart, mind, and body, our business, finances, and relationships. Help us to create wonderful new possibilities in 2018. Help us to create beautiful ways to have a fulfilling life filled with love and joy, in which we serve our own soul purpose by sharing our love and joy with humanity. Dear soul, mind, and body of all of our divine Tao, Source, and higher level treasures, including for those who received them today from Master Sha, the 20,000th highest Tao layer, love, forgiveness, compassion, light, gratitude, and success, Jinduns. We love you, honor you, appreciate you. Please turn on now. Create a beautiful new year filled with love and light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we especially call on Amitofo, Lingui Shengshi, Dasher Busa, and the 87 Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the Pure Land to bless our new year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we go deep into meditation, listening to the Da Bei Jo.
南无喝啦达努多拉耶耶，南无我列耶，波罗揭谛娑本拉耶，菩提萨埵婆耶，摩诃萨埵婆耶，摩诃迦卢尼迦耶，安萨本拉法伊，苏达努达夏，南无悉皆利多伊蒙我列耶，波罗揭谛是佛拉楞出普，南无努拉金翅，悉利摩本多萨弥，萨婆诃兜输朋，是云萨婆萨埵，南无婆萨埵，南无婆伽，摩发彻兜大智陀，安无普鲁悉，卢迦帝迦罗帝，依悉利，佛菩提萨埵 发射耶的摩吼发射耶的陀罗陀罗塞利尼是佛拉耶这拉这拉摩摩发摩拉目的里一西一西是奴是奴佛拉生佛拉舍利法沙法生佛拉舍耶呼噜呼噜摩拉呼噜呼噜西里嗦拉嗦拉西里西里苏噜苏噜菩提耶菩提耶普陀耶普陀耶弥地利耶努拉金翅塞利舍尼努破耶摩努娑婆悉陀耶娑婆摩波悉陀耶娑婆悉陀喻意娑本拉耶娑婆 僧我母切耶娑婆娑婆摩悉陀耶娑婆遮吉拉我悉陀耶娑婆波陀摩揭悉陀耶娑婆努那金翅本伽拉耶娑婆摩婆利胜吉拉耶娑婆南无喝拉达努多拉耶南无我列耶波罗揭谛娑本拉耶娑婆安悉莲多曼多拉本土耶苏金刚圣庄严苏普声闻声庄严苏普摩揭声庄严苏普安波遮拉悉列些娑婆 多拉耶耶，南无我列耶，波罗揭谛娑本拉耶。菩提萨埵婆耶，摩诃萨埵婆耶，摩诃迦卢尼迦耶，安萨本拉法伊，苏达努达夏。南无悉皆利多伊蒙我列耶，波罗揭谛是佛拉楞出普南无努拉金翅悉利摩本多萨弥萨婆诃兜输朋云萨婆萨多，南无婆萨多，南无婆切，摩发彻兜。执戳安无普鲁西卢迦帝迦罗帝依悉利诃菩提萨埵萨婆萨婆摩拉 里陀云，居卢结盟，嘟噜发射耶地。吽发射耶地，陀罗陀罗，塞利尼，是佛拉耶，这拉这拉，摩摩发摩拉，目的里。西一西，是奴是奴，佛拉僧，佛拉舍利。法沙法生，佛拉舍耶，呼噜呼噜摩拉，呼噜呼噜悉利，梭拉梭拉，悉利悉利，苏噜苏。菩提耶，菩提耶，菩陀耶，菩陀耶，弥地利耶，努拉金翅，塞利舍尼努，破耶摩努，娑婆诃，悉陀耶， 僧我母切言娑婆娑婆摩悉陀耶娑婆遮吉拉我悉陀耶娑婆波陀摩揭悉陀耶娑婆努那金翅本伽罗耶娑婆摩婆利胜吉拉耶娑婆南无喝拉达努卓拉耶南无我列耶波罗揭谛娑闻拉耶娑婆安悉莲多曼多拉本陀耶娑金刚圣庄严肃普声闻声庄严肃普摩羯声庄严肃普安波遮拉悉列些娑婆
Welcome to 2018.
Oh my God, yes. Right now.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, dear everyone. Happy New Year to you.
And you know, the Buddha that was being chanted was Kuan Yin, right at the stroke of 12. I kept watching and watching. Yeah, it was the very, very last one. That's Kuan Yin. Yeah.
Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Quaila, 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 quaila. Quaila, 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 quaila. Quaila, 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 quaila. Quaila, 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 quaila. Hey ya 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 yo. Hey ya 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 yo. Hey ya 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 yo. Hey ya yo. Hey ya yo. Dishin order. Happiest of New Year's to all participants. Transmission.
Tianchen?
Yes.
All of it, thank you.
Tianchen order to all participants. Happy New Year. Transmission.
Yay. Thank you, Master Sha. 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 Love 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 you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, the divine. Really, really love you, the divine. Really, really love you, the divine. Really love you, the divine. Really love you, the divine. Really, really love you, the Tao. Really, really love you, the Tao. Really, really love you, the Tao. Really love you, the Tao. Really love you, the Tao. Really, really love you, the Source. Really, really love you, the Source. Really, really love you, the Source. really love you, the source. Really love you, the source. Really, really love you all saints. Really, really love you all saints. Really, really love you all saints. Really love you all saints. Really love you all saints. Really, really love you everyone. Really, really love you everyone. Really, really love you everyone. Really love you everyone. Really love you everyone. And we say 3 times, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.